Hello, my Aries. Welcome to your August Unity reading. And the purpose of this reading is we're going to ask the Creator, what do you want us to know about union, about returning to this feeling of unity? You know, we've had a lot of division over the last couple years, especially so. And so, you know, I just really felt a longing from the Creator to ask that question for each of the zodiac signs. So that's what we're going to do. And it was interesting looking into the kind of the moon phases for August. On August 8th, the new moon is in Leo, and that energy around that moon is about uniting the needs of the individual with the needs of the whole. So that fit right into, you know, that message. And so during that new moon, we'll set intentions and take action, you know, toward that goal. Also, the full moon in August is on August 22nd. It's going to be in Aquarius, you know, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Aquarius has strong concerns for humanity, you know, and it brings new ways of living. And Aquarian, kind of the trait or characteristic of the Aquarian energy is having an objective view of others' actions. And being the water bearers, they show us what we are really thirsty for. They bring the waters of life, which is, you know, unconditional love is what that water that quenches our thirst. So really looking forward to jumping into the reading here. We do like to welcome the Creator for being here with us. We're so thankful for this draw into unity and into union with you and all of our loved ones on the other side, all those beings of unconditional love and light. So we thank you for being here with us, Creator. We thank you for your unconditional love and for those host of beings that are here to support us as well. So what I was drawn to pull from first, these are the Blue Messiah oracle cards. And the reason I was drawn to these is that, you know, the Messiah, of course, was considered the child part of the Trinity of the Father, you know, Father, Spirit, and, you know, like Father, Divine Mother Spirit, and then child. And this unity comes in with one uniting us with the Creator as we get to step into that only child place with the Divine Mother and the Divine Father. We get to have this foundation of unconditional love, of, you know, being the only child of the Father and Mother, because they can be a Divine Father and Divine Mother to every single one of us at the same time. And they have that ability to give us their full 100% attention, each of us, because that's how amazing the other side is. There's no time or space. It can be everywhere all at once. And so you don't have to share all that time between, you know, all the other trillions and trillions of brothers and sisters. We get to feel like an only child. And so that's the beginning of union, is becoming unified within ourselves, because the outside world is a reflection of our inner. So if we're not feeling united inside of us, we're not going to feel united outside of us. So we're going to go ahead and pull a card here then from the Blue Messiah, just to see what the messages that the Creator would like us to know about union. And these are for our Aries babies. What would you like them to know, Creator? Okay. So this is the Starseed card, and I love this. This is number 30, and you can see that you know, this does represent, you know, unity as well. You know, if you flip the card this way, almost look like a spider for a second, but, you know, this is the soul, this is the Creator, and, you know, we all are pieces of the Creator ourselves. So we came here to experience what it might feel like to be, separate, to be divided. So, there's nothing wrong, with having division, but we also came here to experience the opposites. So, we come from a place of unity, and when we come here and split off as little humans with our disconnecting from our, that the sea, we become a little drop. It's like being part of a rain cloud and then becoming a raindrop and dropping down just to form a puddle and go back to form, into an ocean again. So it's always the, understanding that ebb and flow of the opposites. We come from unity. We came here, we definitely have experienced division. And now, while we're still in human form, we can experience more unity, contrasting to the division there. So I'll also read from the book here, see what additional messages are for this starseed. And it says, your divine mission is to inspire through the full expression of your own magnificent light. And that's a quote from someone named Nari, Nari. And it goes on to say, there have been many moments when you have felt different. When looking up at the stars in the night sky, there is sometimes a longing to return home. This card has been revealed to you to remind you of the reason you chose to incarnate on Earth. You have a strong connection to the cosmos, dear starseed, and have experienced many planetary lives, including your incarnations of this world. Your light is part of the group of souls who have mastered many lifetimes. Through self-mastery, they shine their light to the world as stars. The brightest star in our night sky is made up of the many advanced souls who went before us. Through love, their light inspires us all. Many over the years have attempted to reach this place of light through artificial means, gateways, and structures. But remember always, starseed, the only gateway to reach this place of light is through you. This gateway to the kingdom of light is within every soul, and to reach this kingdom, you must connect to the truth and light within. This is your mission, to inspire humanity to the light within. It will be through your creative expression of light and living example of being loving and compassionate that others will also be inspired towards illumination. Remember, starseed, you are not alone. Your journey is being guided by the light and love of the stars. I love it. And these have chakras that are related to it. And for this one, it's the throat and the third eye, which is perfect because, that through our higher spiritual view through our third eye, we're able to see beyond the actions of people and to the higher reasons things are happening, to see the soul behind the character that is here. And then also the throat chakra, which is about our actions, being able to connect to that light and unconditional love within us, and through our actions, bring that into the physical plane. There's an exercise that says, stargaze in order to re-energize and remember the reflective light that you are. Affirmation for this card is, I am a creative spark of light expressing the love within my soul. So perfect. I love that. Next, we're going to pull a card here from the Oracle of the Unicorns. And obviously, unicorn, one horn, unity. So that's what stood out to me when I was nudged to pull these cards, and I'm like, oh yeah, duh, unity, unicorn. So let's see what other messages come through here. Creator, what else do you want our Aries to know about their unity, please? What else do you want Aries to know about union? Let me make it obvious for us, please. We like obvious messages. Okay. You got celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. There's a beautiful unicorn there. And what I love about this celebration card, and it means something specific for me, which totally, this is card number 30, which add 3 plus 0 breaks down to a 3. And celebration for me is the 3 of Cups in a regular tarot deck. And for that, it holds a special meaning of our, this support we have on the other side. So our angels and guardian angels and our spirit guides and our loved ones who are on the other side already, our ancestors, is a whole, myriad of beings of unconditional love and light that are there to support us. And that meaning that it brings for me is that it's these individuals on the other side. They and it's funny that there are, there's a one-winged creature, 2-winged creatures, and of course this Pegasus unicorn. So there's 3 there. So confirmation of that too. And it being purple, which is our crown chakra, which is the other side, our connection to the other side too. So just a beautiful message and confirmation for this with that starseed, that connecting to the other side, to your higher spiritual self, and back to your home, like this mentioned, we are drawn back home to the other side, to remember where we came from. Remember that we, not only are we unconditionally loved, but we are made of unconditional love. And so making sure to connect with that mighty host of support that you have. You have a guardian angel that's been with you since you were created, that wanted to be created and came into existence at the same time you did, to be with you through your entire eternal life, and just to be that support, be that companion, be that nurturer, be that sounding board, being that source of wisdom, a source of unconditional love. And in exchange, they are with you every second, and they get to feel your emotions and hear your thoughts and experience everything you do along with you, without having to walk upon this path here. They get to experience your life, along with you. So just realize that, there's this support here and there's this connection, because that's the union that they want to come back into. I'm just going to pull some cards here. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me read from the little book too about celebration here. Some additional messages. Since it's a general reading, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And if it doesn't resonate with you, really check your rising sign and your moon sign. All 3, your sun, your moon, and your rising sign give you a good overall feel of the energies. So that's usually a good thing. And even Venus, especially with this being about unity and coming together, also your Venus sign. So celebration says, it's time to celebrate. Your efforts have paid off and good things are on the way to you. This joyful winged unicorn invites you to celebrate even before you see any tangible signs of success. Think, feel, and act as if the most wondrous blessings have already been showered upon you. How does it look and feel when you really truly believe in the inevitability of your success? Dance around your house with delight. Let tears of gratitude stream down your cheeks. Celebrate with passion and joy. The higher you take your vibration and emotions now, the faster your desires will be delivered. Once they do take physical form, be sure to celebrate and appreciate them fully. Honor yourself as a powerful creator and a masterful receiver, and give thanks to the universe. Continue to expand your desires and allow even more good to flow your way. Ride on the waves of your celebration and let your joy activate even more positive outcomes. It's a blessed time for you, filled with the energy of success. So I love that. Beautiful. All right, now we will pull some cards here from the Light Seers deck, and we'll see what else the Creator would like our Aries to know about their unity. All right, Creator, what else do you want Aries to know, please? Okay, nope, they said no, not those. I'm just getting a little too wild and shuffling. Okay, last pass. Any others? Okay, that one. Yeah, beautiful. So 10 of Pentacles, and this goes right along with that celebration too. Pentacles is all about the external world, and the 9 of Pentacles is about your individuality, your individual success, but the 10 of Pentacles is about legacy and about, look at that unity. The 9 of Pentacles usually has someone in a garden by themselves, but this is totally, and again, 1 plus 0 with this 10 equals 1. So it's all about coming together, and that this is because it is a legacy card, this is something that, like it says, will impact generations to come. So if you focus on coming back and not focusing on division and how you are different from other, people, no matter how different their perspectives on life are, if you can come to this place of love and remember and come back to this place of unity, your children and other people, with your example, like this talked about being an example and living, the love and the truth that is within you, when you live it and not preach it, to everyone and get on your soapbox to everyone and get everyone defensive because you're pointing your finger going, you're not being how you're supposed to be. Instead, when you are living a life of love, unconditional love, and just, being that source of capital T truth, that inner truth, spreading those living waters that everyone is thirsty for, then people will take that and drink that and go like, wow, that is what I want to be as well. And then the love just expands and spreads. So I really feel such a great confirmation of the message there about unity. Yep, and you have the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, again, Pentacles is the outside world. The King of Pentacles is someone who has mastered mentally all the outside world, is balanced both the emotional side and the mental side. Has good relationships, has successful finances, gets along with their dog, has that source of unconditional love in their life. And what's great about the Pentacles is the 4 lower points are all the elements of the earth, earth, fire, air, and water, but the top point is spirit. And so when we allow that spiritual side of us and that spiritual connection to bring that unconditional love, and it fills us up and flows out, because we feel that stability and everything on the inside, it flows out into our external world, and we just feel this abundance. We feel just this calmness of life, this peace with others. We don't have a lot of clashing because we don't have anything that we need to defend, because we know we have everything we need already. And then you have the Ace of Swords. So swords are all about our thoughts, our mindsets, our beliefs. And so this is all about, taking it to a new level, taking your mind, to a place of light, which takes us to, you can almost look at it like this, right? It goes up here and up into the, the creator and our beautiful support, like they're talked about here. A total different mindset of, like I mentioned for the new moon in the full moon, about that uniting the needs of an individual with the needs of the whole, and that we kind of have that less, I feel like it's like a less defensive, a less protected place in our life, or an attitude in our life, because instead of having this feeling of people are going to take things away from me, when you get the solid foundation in who we are, we have this attitude here. When we have everything we need inside us, no one can take that away from us. They can take away, possessions of ours, or, anything external can be taken. But if your source of your love, your source of your worth, your source of your value, and stability is all inside you, then you have nothing to fear, and you don't have that protective stance anymore. When someone has a different belief about life, that's none of my business. It's not going to impact me, because you're not going to take away what's inside me. You can, if someone has, a belief in something that's going to take away external stuff, well, you work it out with love. And if the highest decision for unconditional love, being on this planet, is to allow them to have it, then you allow them to have it, right? Because you have everything you need inside you. And I know that's an extreme, and it usually won't lead to that place, because no one likes to have things taken away from them. And when people are in a place of fear, that's when they want to take things from each other, not when they're in a place of love. Because when you're in a place of unconditional love, everything comes from the creator, and that we're always going to have everything we need. We're going to get through this moment, or we're not. And in either case, we're going to be fine, because we're either going to be here on earth and have what we have, or we're going to go back home and be even better off. All right. And then you have the Three of Wands, which this is about ready to jump into a new journey. You have this new fire in your belly. You've made plans, you've gone to places, and now you're at this pinnacle where you're about to dive into the ocean, literally here in this picture, and begin to surf the waves and understand. You've been studying surfing, you made plans to get from, in the middle of the land where you're at, to get to the coast where you can surf, and now you're ready to make that leap. And so you're at that pinnacle where you're getting ready to step off and experience this new part of your life, putting into practice a lot of your inner beliefs, learning to, what you're leaving on the beach here, not taking with you on your surfboard. You're like, well, I took a van, to get here, but I don't need to take the van with me into the water, because it's going to sink. You learn what you're going to leave behind, the old ways, and you're discovering new ways and new waves as well, especially with that Aquarian energy of the full moon towards the end of August. So I really love that for you. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Journey of Love deck, because, like I mentioned, the water bearer is bringing us the water of life, which is love. And so we want to see what else the creator has to talk about regarding that unity. How can we help bring that everlasting water of love to the collective, to all of our brothers and sisters on earth here. All right, Creator, what do you want Aries to know? Whoop. Nope, I said none of those. Just the cards are full of energy. Everyone's wanting to leap out. Can you make it really obvious for me, please? Oh my gosh, okay. Calm down. Okay. So you got Her Grace, which is 17. 7 and 1 is 8, which is August and Strength. Put that one there. And also got Rings of Time, which is master number 44, which 4 plus 4 also equals 8, which is August. And let's see. I'm going to move these over here. Put these right here. All right, so let's look at Her Grace first for the messages for that card. So it says the goddess is awakening within your life. It may be within your own body, within a sensual deepening of relationship with your own body or with the body of another, through expanding creativity, a sudden burst of feeling that you cannot logically explain, a desire to move, to dance, to express yourself, to sing, to write music, to draw, to play in nature, to swim, and to collect shells and lie on your back in the moonlight, gazing at the stars. Let her reach you. She is calling to you from ancient times, calling you to allow her more deeply into your life. Celebrate the divine feminine. She is coming to life for you. Whether man or woman, your life is about to be touched by her magic, never to be the same again. This oracle brings you a message. There's a woman who brings divine blessing into your life, who's trying to connect with you more deeply. The blessing may be one that is obvious or one that is hidden in a challenge. The woman may be your own body, if you are a female, or your own inner feminine, if you're male. It may be a spiritual or physical being, the great mother, your lover, your sister, or your dearest friend. It may be a woman as yet unknown to you, but who holds a soul contract with you, an agreement predestined to awaken you. The empowerment will come to you not by rejecting what is offered by this feminine presence, but by embracing it and finding your truth through it. This is exciting because it means you're growing. You're entering into the feminine temples of wisdom and finding home there. And I love this because when I was talking in the beginning about the Trinity, that is the Divine Father, like Sky Father, but also, usually it's in the Christian religion, it's, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Well, the Holy Spirit is the nurturer. It's like the Divine Mother. It's the, the goddess. However you want to look at it, it's the feminine side of our Creator. And we have the masculine side. And we have both within us because we're created in the image. But the thing that is so kind of left out and is focusing on the Divine Father so much of the time. And so this is a time to let in the divine feminine and allow that to come in, which is really the essence of unconditional love, is what the Spirit brings us, is what this, her grace brings in. And then we'll read number 44 here as well. This is called Rings of Time. And it says, divine timing is granted to us as a gift. Sometimes if we want to be further ahead than where we are, that gift can seem like a restriction rather than a generous holding. Much like traffic that moves systematically so that not only one car, but many can reach their destination according to a greater harmony and alignment, We are like individual cars that must sometimes accept red lights and other times can flow swiftly through many green lights. And I love that because that's about the unity, right? We accept the timing because sometimes it's greater for everyone, that individual needs versus the whole needs. So that red light is like, yep, I'm going to have my pause so that other people can have those green lights, and other people are going to pause at times so I can have my green lights. And it is just this way, this systematic flow of divine energy through human manifestation. Your spiritual maturation is happening perfectly. There's no need to bother yourself about timing. When doors open, walk through. When there appear to be no such openings, rest and reflect. The rings of time serve you, beloved. This oracle brings you a message that the divine is completely responsible for the timing of every event, opportunity, and happening of grace in your life. All you need to do is live your life. Everything else is taken care of for you now. This applies to all of your plans and the unfolding of all your relationships. Let it all breathe and let the divine happen as it will. And that is so perfect for the final message for this reading, because it's about everything that's happening in our lives is divine timing, right? And when we feel we have to have things in a certain time and control things outside of us, that's when that division really occurs, because other people's plans and dreams usually don't just mesh perfectly with ours. We're usually wanting opposing things or the same thing, and then the battle ensues because we fear we're not going to have enough. We fear that our dream isn't going to come true, that our desires are not going to come true. But again, when we return to spirit and we return, to our connection to higher realms, we discover what we truly want, those waters that quench thirst. The external things don't quench our thirst. They're like Chinese food. They probably even make you thirstier when you, consume it or drink it. Whereas the waters of life are those that truly quench us, which is the unconditional love of the creator of all things that lives inside us. So as you reflect on this, just know that every second of every day you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And hey, I love you too. We'll talk to you soon. You take care now.